Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 5 of Let's Play Dragon Age Origins, the Ultimate Edition. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay tuned. We've just arrived in Ostagar here, and we're going to explore the King's Camp and get into some interesting stuff here. Where the Grey Warden's newest recruit, and the game crashed. So bear with me, please. This happens sometimes. It's just my laptop. Not necessarily the games. Pretty much everything crashes at least once on my laptop. Maybe as a rite of passage or something. I hope my save is okay. Okay. Crashed twice. Then there is a problem. Be right back. Oh, no, wait, it didn't crash. Yes, it did. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Something strange seems to have happened, and it just crashed again. It seems that the game does not want me to play at 1080p. The save would only load when I turned it to 720p. So we're going to be playing at 720p, I guess. Which is actually probably better because that's really where it was designed to be played. You can see the UI much better, or a little better, I guess. Anyway, here we are in Ostagar. That was the way we came in. Let's go ahead and make a left. And, head through here. See what we could find. Royal Enclave. Go ahead and turn the volume up a little. King's Guard. So we can probably go talk to the king there. There's Loghain. The Magi Encampment. The Quartermaster was northwest. This is south. Let's talk to Loghain's guard.
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business.
Tell me about Tairn Loghain.
How can you not know of Loghain? He helped free Ferelden. He was the brains behind King Maric's armies and drove out those damned Orlesians. King Maric rewarded him by making him a Tairn. Imagine, a commoner became a high nobleman just like that. Without Loghain, you can bet the king wouldn't be winning against these Darkspawn.
Is the Tairn inside? What is he doing?
He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activities.
Surely you can tell me a little bit about him.
I suppose, as long as we talk quietly. He and the king have been arguing for days. The Tairn's known the king since he was swaddled, so they don't stand on ceremony. The Tairn speaks his mind, and the king yells right back. Personally, I think the king should do what Tairn Loghain tells him. Without the Tairn, we wouldn't be doing as well here as we are. Very well.
I should go. But we will return. There's Moogie.
Hail to you.
Duncan.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I have some questions.
Alistair can help you with those. I had hoped he would be back by now.
Fair enough. Ash Warrior.
If you have business with the Ash Warriors, I suggest you speak to our commander.
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Tairn Loghain that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Huh.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Tairn, I hope.
No, I haven't.
If you're not from the Tairn, what do you want? We're busy.
Can I ask you something?
Make it quick.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Survives the blood? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The wardens say the tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Why have you painted your dogs?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with caddis as well?
Why? Would you steal our caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're joking.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
I should be going.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
It's good to have Grey Wardens amongst us. With their help, perhaps we can push these things back underground for good.
Go grab some elf root. Let me quick save before my game crashes again. Alright, what's up here?
Helm, you're one of Duncan's new recruits, correct? I can't let you through to the Korkari Wilds until he gives the word.
Why not?
The Korkari Wilds is a dangerous place, more so now that it crawls with Darkspawn. They say the Great Blight began deep within its forests. One of our scouting patrols has been gone for 3 days. We're taking bets on who got them first, the Darkspawn or the Witches of the Wilds.
Witches of the Wilds?
Oh, sure. There's an old legend in these parts about Flemeth, the apostate sorceress who conquered this area centuries ago. She united the chastened barbarians and invaded the farmlands. That's when the great hero, Cormac, destroyed her army with his. Took her head right off, so they say. Her daughters survived and became the Witches of the Wild. Tales tell of them plaguing this area since. Mostly superstitions, stealing babies and spoiling milk.
And you think these witches exist?
Only when it's dark and the wind is bad. No doubt those patrols met some Darkspawn. That's enough for anyone to worry about. At any rate, that's why Duncan doesn't want you wandering out without his say-so.
Gotcha. Nice black Mabari. And up here...
I hope the Grey Wardens from Orlais arrive in time.
Well met, my lord.
In the name of Andraste, I bless you today. May you find favor in the Maker's eyes. So let it be.
Have you seen one of them close up?
I feel ill at ease about the coming battle. I pray the Maker will watch over us all.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
I will, thank you.
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Cool. Jory. Let's go ahead and talk to this soldier.
Hail to you.
Talk to Jory.
Greetings. You must be the third recruit we've heard about.
Yes, I am Matthew.
Sir Jory is my name. I hail from Redcliffe, where I served as knight under the command of Arl Eamon. You have the bearing of a man who knows how to fight. If I may ask, were you a soldier before you came here?
I was not a soldier, but my father did train me to fight.
Are you a nobleman? I am honored to be in your company, my lord. I hope we're both lucky enough to eventually join the Wardens. Is it not thrilling to be given that chance?
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
I fought hard to get here. Impressing Duncan was not easy. Tell me, has anyone told you what this joining ritual entails?
Only that it's dangerous.
I never heard of such a ritual. I had no idea there were more tests after getting recruited. I suppose since you're finally here, I'd best get back to Duncan. I shall see you there.
Okay, Jory. prisoner. Chest.
I shall do it.
Scale armor. Cannot wear it though, but we can take it. And sell it back. Soldier.
Sorry, the main army camp is off limits for you right now.
Okay. What is going on over here? Infirmary.
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
Why do you say that?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
Is it possible he has important information?
The commander who brought him here didn't seem to think so.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
Huh.
I apologize if the soldier disturbed you. Ever since they found him in the wilds, he's been like this. It's so sad.
Oh, someone!
Okay, let's head down this way. Davith.
Any last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some Darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What did you think I'd be?
Me? I was hoping for a comely lass with golden hair and terrible eyesight. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
What do you know about this ritual?
I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
The wilds?
We're right on the northern edge of the Kukari Wilds here, miles and miles of savage country. My home village isn't far, and I grew up on tales about the wilds. Even been in there a few times. Scary place.
Why would they send us into the forest?
Sounds like some kind of test. Maybe we'll hunt us a souvenir or two. It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
Watch your back if you watch my... Looking forward to it.
You sound just like the bloody knight. Well, more power to you. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Alrighty. Quartermaster chest. Can I open that? I can. And take a free chainmail. Quartermaster.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have, no.
Blasted. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back or by the maker up. Oh, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need help tracking this girl down?
Oh, I'm sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Let's see what you have.
Let me know what you'd like.
Okay, so let's see what we've got here. This is sell back. We've got herb, crafting, other, just potions and stuff, accessories, armor, weapons, and all non-plot items. Alright, so can only use the longsword in the main hand. Same as the mace. So we can... Let's see. We can sell the daggers. How do I sell them? Sell the great sword. Sell the 2 maces. And we'll go ahead and keep one short but one long bow. We'll sell those. Armor, studded leather, same as what we're wearing. Sell those. Studded leather boots, same as what we're wearing. Studded leather gloves, same. Oh wow, those were equipped, weren't they? Wait a minute. No. Okay.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Let me know what you'd like.
Okay. Blood Dragon Plate. I guess we'll just hang on to that. Small shield. Should have High-Ever Kuzlin Guard Shield. I think I should hang on to those. Let's sell this small shield. Chainmail I can't really wear. Sell that. 2 scale armors we'll sell. We'll keep those. Other. Wow, the potions. We may need them for our party members. Same with the crafting materials. Okay, so is there anything we can actually buy from him that we would like? A helmet. It requires 16 strength. A leather helm. We can go ahead and buy a leather helm. Well, wait, is there other stuff? Studded helm. Ooh, +3 physical resistance. Cured. Alright, we'll buy a studded helm. Oh, it's 50. How much do we have? 80. Dang. Next up would be split mail. That's really all we have to buy. That's a nice helmet. We'll go ahead and buy that. Accessories, potions. We have seemingly plenty of them. 9. A backpack. Can't afford it. Pack is designed to distribute weight evenly, letting explorers fight unfettered even while carrying large quantities of gear. Each backpack purchase automatically increases inventory capacity by 10. Mabari Crunch restores a small amount of Mabari Hound's health and stamina over time and cures it of a single injury. It's a mystery why the fighting hounds of Ferelden desire treats composed partially of plant matter. The crunch is also a mystery. Can buy 2 of those for him. Lesser injury kits might be important, but they're pretty expensive. Crafting materials. Acid flask recipe. We have poison making. Concentrated venom recipe. Ooh. Oh, 69. We can't afford that one. Can't afford acid flask either. Toxin extract. Alright, that's about it here. Let's continue exploring. Let's press F5. Let's see, a tranquil.
Welcome, young man.
Who are you?
I am one of the Tranquil, my friend. I am of the Circle of Magi. But instead of casting spells and reading tomes, I spend my time enchanting. It is a time-consuming process, but invaluable. Enchantment provides the Circle its wealth. Certainly we would not get by on charity.
What is enchantment exactly?
It is the practice of folding magical lyrium into items first practiced by the dwarves. The Tranquil have learned their runes, and we use them to apply a variety of magical effects. We create the glow lights, as well as the magic staff, or the flaming blade. The irony, perhaps, is that it is our very disconnection to our former talents that allows the Tranquil to work with lyrium so. A true mage could not.
What sorts of enchantments are there?
Runes exist that hold the power of the elements that increase strength or swiftness. Almost any spell can be given permanency, given enough skill and lyrium. Naturally, the greater the power required, the more expensive the rune will become to create. True power comes with a price, as we know only too well.
You speak very strangely. Why is that?
Allow me to put it this way. Do you know why those with magical talent are feared?
The Chantry claims magic is sinful.
Not sinful in and of itself. They claim it leads to sin. And there is a basis for that argument. Those with magical talent attract demons and spirits. We can be possessed easily and thus become horrors known as abominations. Even those with minor talents attract hungry spirits. Anyone with the power may learn blood magic from these demons. Hence, we are considered dangerous. This is our curse. Thus, I was made tranquil, stripped of emotions and talent. I am no longer dangerous.
How is someone made tranquil?
Our forehead is branded with magic, which stills our talent and mind. The process is irreversible as far as I am aware.
Feel badly for you.
You do? I feel nothing. As the name suggests, my existence is quite peaceful. I am alive, productive, and no danger to anyone. Surely that is not a terrible thing. Perhaps we may speak of something else. Do you need assistance?
I should go.
Goodbye.
Okay, we have new codex entries to read.
That course of action is inadvisable.
Oh. Okay, we have merchants. You have just gained access to your first store. Here you can buy or sell items. Various stores are scattered throughout the world. While the transaction is open, you may use the buyback function to reverse any accidental sales or purchases at no loss of money. Once the deal is closed, however, the items become full property of the shopkeeper and thus only available at full prices. Okay, he doesn't want me to open that chest.
Hail to you.
Okay, there's the kennels. Oh, we haven't been here yet. Winnie.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Wynne, one of the mages summoned by the king.
Pleased to meet you.
Well met. And good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact.
Will you be fighting beside the king?
Not precisely. The Grey Wardens will be on the front lines, not the mages. Still, we have our parts to play. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp.
You faced Darkspawn before?
Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
I know the Fade is where you go when you dream.
Anytime your spirit leaves your earthly body, whether it's to dream or to die, it passes into the realm we call the Fade. It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
What's the Black City?
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Tevinter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
And is that true? I've heard that story before.
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
At least it's something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
We stand here in this hour,
Correct.
spoke of Ferelden, and we contemplate the death that may await. Death is no failure, my friends. Should it find you, you will not have failed your king. You will have served your Maker. Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not find you wanting. Go not into death gladly, but with the knowledge that evil has been held at bay by your spilled blood. And if you go to stand beside the Maker, go with our blessing, for you shall not be forgotten. My friends, let us bow our heads and remember those who have fallen and those who have yet to fall.
Huh.
Well met. Shh, I'm trying to listen. If you'll excuse me, we are praying. Aren't we receiving a large number of reinforcements from the Grey Wardens in Orlais soon?
Hail, Grey Warden.
Can I talk to the cleric? Guess I have to go up the steps. And that could prove difficult.
I do not have time to speak at present, thank you.
Okay. Magi Enchantment.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted.
Okay, and we're back to the beginning. Let's go check out the kennels. Oh, that's where the Ash Warriors were. Okay, Duncan. Oh, Davith and Jory are down there. Let's go ahead and F5 and talk to the Kennel Master.
Excuse me, I must get the hounds ready for battle. Half the dogs are sick from Darkspawn blood. It's terrible.
I guess that's... yeah. We're done with the quartermaster. Up there was the nurse and stuff. Let's check the big map. Quartermaster, infirmary, Okari Wilds, dog kennels, King Kaelin's tent. Huh, we didn't discover the mage quarters yet. Or the mage encampment. What was up here? Alistair's up there. We don't want to go to Alistair yet. That's where we're supposed to go. Let me go discover this mage encampment. Magi encampment.
The mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The Fade?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless,
cool armor.
they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
I apologize. I'll go elsewhere. Okay, still doesn't mark that on the map for some reason. Let's go talk to the King's Guard.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now.
Do you know where the king is?
I believe he's with the Grey Wardens in camp, drinking. He holds them in high regard, you know, as his father did.
Persuade. Tell me about the king. You must see him a lot.
I suppose I do, though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Teyrn Loghain sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
We'll see in the coming battle.
That's how the Teyrn feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny that Teyrn called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Teyrn's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it. As you wish.
I should go. Alright, let's come up here and...
Look carefully, man. This wretched thing is a Darkspawn. They're strong and cunning and smart, but don't listen to those old wives' tales. They can be killed. Stick them with your sword enough, and they go down. Their blood is black as sin and poisonous. Don't even touch it. You get tainted with that blood, and you may as well slit your throat. We've lost many dogs already. Had to muzzle them to keep them from biting. It's a long and painful way to die.
Huh. We're fighting these things. Can I grab this? Small metal round shield, gray iron. We could use it, but... not much point if we're dual wielding.
This is supposed to be the battle that sends these Darkspawn back underground. You believe that?
I don't know what to believe. We've won every battle, but there's more of them each time.
Makes you wonder if them Grey Wardens are right.
I don't want to think about that.
Sounds like the perfect time to get drunk, if you ask me. Good night for it, Warden.
Teyrn Loghain's men are up to something in the Tower of Ishal. I wonder what it's all about.
Come down this way. We've got a sack. And a priest.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker.
Just look at the scale of this, though. It's like there's a whole...
exists in the sight of the Maker.
all those mountains and stuff. Pretty wild. 2 sacks. Got a dagger made of iron and scale gloves made of iron, which we can't use until we level up our strength, which...
Hello? I'm sorry, is there something you needed?
What do you mean?
I deliver messages around the camp. You have a message for me?
No, I just wanted to talk.
You want to talk to me? I'm not in trouble, am I?
Not that I know of.
Oh, that's a relief. I'm one of the king's servants, which means I run messages around and make deliveries all day long. If you fall behind, you get the switch from the quartermaster. Oh, I wish I were back at the palace. There are far more places to hide. I better go. If the quartermaster sees me chatting, he'll think I'm being lazy, and that'll be my hide. But it was nice talking to someone.
Okay. Whoops. Almost ran off the ledge. Wait, is there another way down here? Yeah, to your death. Can't fall off the ledges as far as I know. What is space? Oh yeah, space pauses time. Alright, so this is where they're training and stuff.
There were lots of Darkspawn.
Loghain's guard. Let's get a... Let me F5 and let's go ahead and do our level up. Finally. 3 points. So where's... Wait a minute. Is scale mail considered Light armor? Medium. I'm going to probably stick to light. Oh, I didn't put on my studded leather helmet. Haha. 1 tactic slot acquired. Oh, that sort of thing. Okay, tactics. That's a combat tactics slot. Got it. Okay, let's get a point of strength. Point of cunning. And point of dexterity. We can get the usual stuff. Let's probably go ahead. Oh, we only get a talent. We don't get a skill, huh? Let's go ahead and get dual striking, I guess, because in this mode, the character strikes with both weapons simultaneously. Attacks cause more damage, but the character cannot inflict regular crits or backstabs. That's probably what we want to be doing with the weapons that we're using. Oh, I could get into a little archery. Alright, that's it. So we could use that stance. I guess we go ahead and...
You approach the tent of Tairn Loghain. State your business. He's inside, but I don't think it's my place to discuss his activity.
I would like an audience with the Tairn, please.
I suppose you have a message for him. Hold on, then.
Yes, what is it? Oh, you're Duncan's new Grey Warden, I assume.
I'm not a Grey Warden yet.
You impressed His Majesty nonetheless. He could not contain his excitement over your meeting. Kaelin's fascination with the Wardens goes beyond the ordinary. Are you aware his father brought your order back to Ferelden?
Yes. No, I didn't know that.
Marek respected the Grey Wardens.
Oh,
they have
right.
an honored place in the hearts of our people. But Marek would have understood that it takes more than legends to win a battle. That's not an argument I'll repeat here. You look familiar. Have I seen you at the Landsmeet?
I've never been out of High ever.
But you're Bryce's son. I never forget a face. The king told me of his promise. I'm certain he has every intention of following it through. I don't suppose you'll be riding into the thick of battle with the rest of your fellows, will you?
I don't know.
If Kaelin has his way, you will. Now I must return to my task. Pray that our king proves amenable to wisdom, if you're the praying sort.
And if he doesn't?
Then simply pray.
Alright, so we're going to F5 here. I'm going to pause the game. I'm going to see how long I've been playing. It has been 38 minutes. Okay, so we can go through a few codex entries here at the end. We have a bunch of new ones, new creatures. No new creatures? Oh, the Archdemon. In Darkness Eternal they searched for those who would goaded them on until they at last found their prize, their god, their betrayer, the sleeping god Dumat. Their taint twisted even the false god, and the Whisperer woke at last in pain and horror and led them to wreak havoc upon all the nations of the world, the first blight. Threnodies 8-7. The false dragon gods of the Tevinter Imperium lie buried deep within the earth, where they have been imprisoned since the Maker cast them down. No one knows what it is that drives the Darkspawn in their relentless search for the sleeping old gods. Perhaps it is instinct, as moths will fly into torch flames. Perhaps there is some remnant of desire for vengeance upon the ones who goaded the Magisters to assault heaven. Whatever the reason, when Darkspawn find one of these ancient dragons, it is immediately afflicted by the taint. It awakens twisted and corrupted and leads the Darkspawn in a full scale of invasion of the land, a blight. That is pretty wicked cool. Magic and religion. The Fade. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. For so long, as men have dreamed, we have walked its twisting paths, sometimes catching a glimpse of the city at its heart, always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Devinter Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all of the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding this disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the Chantry teaches us, the great flaw of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our cities, people, and events, which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life. From Tranquility and the Role of the Fade in the Human Culture by First Enchanter Josephus. And the Tranquil. The Tranquil are the least understood but most visible members of the Circle. Every city of respectable size boasts a Circle of Magi shop, and every one of these shops is run by a Tranquil proprietor. The name is a misnomer, for they are not tranquil at all, rather they are like inanimate objects that speak. If a table wished to sell you an enchanted penknife, it could pass as one of these people. Their eyes are expressionless, their voices monotone. Incomparable craftsmen they might be, but they are hardly the sort of mages to put ordinary folk at ease. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of a Chantry Scholar by Brother Genetivi. Very cool stuff we're finding here. Lots in the culture and history. We'll get to that. Let's look at some lots in characters too. In controls, we've got ranked creatures, gifts, merchants. Let's look at characters. King Kalen Theron. I'd hoped for a war like in the tales, a king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. Son of the legendary King Merrick Therion, Kalen was the first Ferelden king born into a land free from foreign rule in 2 generations. Since his father's death, he's held the throne alongside his queen, Anora. Arl Rendon Howe. It would be good to ride into battle once more, won't it, old friend? The Arling of Amaranthine winds along the sinuous northeastern coast of Ferelden. The waking sea is known for its temper. Didn't I already read this? Oh, the bloody Battle of White Right. Although he was decorated for valor by King Merrick, Howe's abrasive manners have earned him almost right, so it added this paragraph. When Bryce sent his men to support the king at Ostagar, Howe took it as an opportunity to attack Highever, slaughtering the people there and claiming the lands and title as his own. Of all the inhabitants of Castle Cousland, only Matthew survived. Wow. Loghain Mactyr. Takes more than legends to win a battle. Loghain was born a farmer during a time when his country was under foreign occupation. When he was still a boy, he joined the resistance, where his considerable tactical genius quickly became apparent. He became close friends with Prince Merrick, the last true heir to the Ferelden throne, and together they led the rebels to drive out the forces of the Orlesian Empire. Merrick raised his friend to the nobility, and Loghain is now more of a symbol than a man. He represents the Ferelden ideals of hard work and independence. And Wynne. I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me. Wynne's talent became apparent early on, particularly her skill at healing magic. She was well liked by all her mentors and was recognized as an exceptionally gifted student. Even the Templars who watched her could not deny that she represented the best the Circle had to offer. She was an intelligent young woman who possessed a quiet confidence and maturity beyond her years. She spent many years mentoring apprentices within the Circle, and her peers thought so highly of her that she was asked to be First Enchanter Irving's successor, but she refused, saying that she had no desire to work in the upper echelons. When word reached the tower of King Kalen's call to arms, Wynne volunteered to go to Ostagar. And then culture and history. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 of them, but I'm kind of in a bad position to be reading. Let me sit up here. High-Ever. Castle High-Ever has stood since the Divine Age. Wait. The Kuzlin family, however, was all but wiped out in an unexpected attack by Arl Howe of Amaranthine, and the fate of the Tenir is now in question. King Merrick Theron. It is difficult to separate the man from the myth. The last survivor of the bloodline of King Calenhad, the Silver Knight, Merrick drove the Orlesian forces from Ferelden's borders, reclaimed the throne, and freed our people from foreign tyranny. All true and all larger than life. He was born in hiding near Cathal's crossing to the rebel queen Moira, and grew up in the rebel camps, an outlaw in his own country. When the rebel queen died, Merrick inherited her homeless nobles, malcontents, and displaced freeholders, and with the aid of his friend Logain Mactir, built him into an army. After the pivotal Battle of River Dane, Merrick took the throne. He married Rowan, daughter of Rendorn Guerin, Arl of Redcliffe, and began the long, slow process of rebuilding everything Orlais had demolished during 70 years of occupation. From Ferelden Folklore and History. Ostagar, representing the furthest point of encroachment by the ancient Tevinter Empyrean into the barbarian lands of the southeast. The fortress of Ostagar was once one of the most important defensive holdings south of the Waking Sea. It stood at the edge of the Korkari Wilds, watching for any signs of invasion by the barbarians known today as the Chastened Wilders. Straddling a narrow pass in the hills, the fortress needed to be bypassed to reach the fertile lowlands to the north, and proved to be exceedingly difficult for the Wilders to attack because of its naturally defensible position. Like most imperial holdings in the south, Ostagar was abandoned after Tevinter's collapse during the First Blight. It was successfully sacked by the Chastened Wilders, and then, as the Chastened threat dwindled, following the creation of the modern Ferelden nation, fell to ruin completely. It has remained unmanned for 4 centuries, though most of the walls still stand, as does the tall Tower of Ishal, named after the great Archon that ordered its construction. Ostagar remains a testament to the magical power of the Imperium that created it. From Ferelden Folklore and History. And the Korkari Wilds. It is said that in the midst of the Black Age, when werewolves stalked the lands of Ferelden in numbers that kept every farmholder indoors, and a hound on every doorstep, a powerful Arl of the Alamari people stood and declared that he would put an end to the threat. His Arlings stood on the border of the Dark Forest on the southern border of the Ferelden Valley, and he claimed that the werewolves used the forest to launch their midnight assaults on humanity. For 20 years, this Arl led an army of warriors and hounds deep into the forest. In his hunt for the werewolves, he slew not only every wolf he came upon, but also every member of the Chastened Wilder folk. And any one of them, he said, could harbor a demon inside, and thus be a werewolf in disguise. For 20 years, the forest rang with screams, and the rivers ran red. The tales say that an old Chastened woman found her sons all dead at the Arl's blades. She pulled one of those very blades from one son's heart and plunged it into her own chest, cursing the Arl's name as she did so. Where her blood touched the ground, a mist began to rise. It spread and spread until it was everywhere in the forest. The Arl's army became lost, and it is said that they died there. Others say they wander still. The ruins of his Arling stand to this day, filled with the ghosts of women, waiting eternally for their husbands to return. And who was that? An Arl? The forest of the legend is, of course, the Korkari Wilds. There are as many legends about the Great Southern Forest as there are shadows, or so the saying goes. The Chastened Wilder folk have made their home there since mankind first came to these lands, and the wildlands spread as far as into the south as anyone has ventured. Beyond the mists are vast tracts of snow, white-capped mountains, and entire fields of ice. It is a land too cold for mankind to survive, yet the Chastened eke out an existence even there, and they could tell of horrors beyond the wilds that the lowland folk could not begin to comprehend. To most, Ferelden simply ends with the Korkari Wilds. There is nothing beyond. The wilds is a land of great trees, wet marshes, and dangerous monsters. What more need be said? From Land of the Wilders by Mother Alis Chantry Scholar, 918 Dragon. Cool. All right, so we got through the Codex. Tons of cool history here, man. This is an awesome world we're finding so far. I hope you're enjoying the journal entries too, because they are super cool. To me, anyway. Hope you enjoyed the episode too. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Much love, peace, and joy. And yeah, stay tuned for much more. So long.